The Imperial Sand Dunes, the biggest sand dunes in all of North America. Stretching across California, Arizona, and even into Mexico, these dunes go as far as the eye can see, and then even further. Being nearly twice as large as even the Salton Sea, I knew there was only one thing I had to do. Pack up a backpack and hike far into the Imperial Sand Dunes to spend a night camping on the sand, alone, far away from any civilization.
At least that was the plan. Until I found out that you need a $50 permit to stay on these dunes overnight, which can only be attained at a ranger station right over the hill here. But unfortunately, it's closed for the rest of the week, meaning I'm not camping at the sand dunes tonight. Things like this feel like they happen a lot when you live in a van like me. So today, we're making the best day out of a bad situation. Currently, I'm standing on the biggest sand dunes in North America. These are the Imperial Sand Dunes, just on the border of California and Mexico. Last week when I was in Slab City, I talked to a guy who told me to visit the Imperial Sand Dunes, and I'm here. But not only did he tell me to visit the Imperial Sand Dunes, he told me to visit a place between Yuma, Arizona and the Imperial Sand Dunes called the Center of the World. I honestly have no idea what this place is, but today, not only are we gonna make the best of a bad situation, we are gonna figure out what the heck the Center of the World is doing out in the middle of the Californian and Arizonan desert. But before I get into that, check out the biggest sand dunes in North America. Okay, time to go eat some lunch, man. I'm hungry. Oh, the sand's burning my feet, dude. It's so hot. Oh, the sand is so hot. It hurts, it hurts. Ah! If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Bronson, and I built this van back last year, basically. It's been a year since I've owned the van, and I spent a few months building out the van. And now that I've got it built out, I've been traveling for the last 35-ish days. This is my second road trip, and this time I've been out down in Southern California, a little bit of Arizona, a little bit of Nevada. I'm originally from Utah, and yeah, this is my van. I travel around and make videos, and this summer I'm gonna be in Alaska working at a fishing lodge. Okie dokie. Whoa. The best lunch. Wheat thins. Tuna. Oh, you guys, also, I was lucky today. Look at the firewood. Look at this amount of firewood, dude. I'm gonna have a fire tonight. This whole trip, I have not had the opportunity to have a campfire yet. In the last video you guys seen back in Bombay Beach, I sat by a fire because the whole group of people was having a fire. It's only for a few minutes, but I've been wanting to have a fire by myself this entire trip, and I haven't got the opportunity because there is no trees out here. And no trees means no wood, and no wood means no fire. But this time, there's hope. Look at that log, dude. I just found this all sitting in a campground. I drove through a campground. Nobody was there at all, like 0 people, and there's wood, so I took it all. Dude, I love tuna. Well, we have a very unique problem here. I don't know how to get to the center of the world, and I don't have good enough data to figure it out. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is gonna be an adventure, but That's what makes it fun. There is 4 things that I know about the center of the world. Number 1, it's called the center of the world. Number 2, it's in the middle of the desert. Number 3, there is a big building. I don't know what the building is about, but I know there's a big building. And number 4, I know it's worth visiting, according to the guy I talked to. He told me all that information. That's all I know about it. And now, I don't know all the other important information, such as where it's located, if it costs money, and what it's about. So this is seriously going to be quite the experiment. It's figuring out what this is. Like, why is it called the center of the world? I honestly have no clue what this is, dude. Oh, wood's not doing so good back there. I think this is it, but I have no idea, to be honest. I think this is it, from what I can remember. Is that what I think it? Okay, yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Center of the world. Oh, shit. Road. I don't know where the heck it is. I kind of had a vague idea of where it was, honestly. I won't lie. But, like, I just took a leap of faith taking that exit. $10 a person I had to pay. Oh well, might be kind of cool. Dude, I have no idea what this place is. Pulling in here, it says Center of the World, but it also says History of Granite Museum. Like, how does that correspond? I don't know. How's it going? Good. Yeah, I don't know what this place is.
So we're the Montclair Museum of History and Granite, so you can have this.
Okay.
This is our museum, this section right here. We have over 700 engraved granite stones out there with history on them. We also have the church on the hill, the Maze of Honor, and the pyramid, which holds the official Center of the World seal inside of it. So the museum out here, the admission into that is $10 per person. And that includes a certificate that gets you back in free for the rest of the season. The gift shop also is part of it, so you can feel free to check it out. Our founder's wife actually collects a lot of the stuff that you'll see in here from around the world. So let me know if you have any questions about anything.
Yeah, I'll pay to get in.
Were you ready, or did you want to take a look?
Let me go grab my wallet.
Okay. I'll help you when you get back.
Okay, thank you.
The spiral staircase over there was bought at an auction by our founder. That is actually a piece of the original staircase from the Eiffel Tower staircase in Paris, France.
Oh, really?
That is section 12 with 20 different sections that they cut up and auctioned off. And that was bought to be put here and be a part of the museum. Since our founder's from France, he wanted a few things from France as well. We're going to head into the pyramid, and then I'll show you around. It's open on the other side, and you're welcome to go in at any point to shoot photos or just sit there and meditate.
So, that is legitimately the center of the world because nobody had claimed it. And so California, based on a children's book, decided that that's the center of the world. Right there. And basically this area is like a big like monument place? Like a private place? I don't know. So like that's a church. And this is all like history stuff and like yeah. And there's a maze over there. This is odd, but it's cool. It's cool.
So for those of you who have no idea what the heck these granite pillars going down the aisles are, these are basically the history of the world and information of the world. The first ones you've seen here were like the history of California and Arizona, but that was just like the first ones you look at. The rest of it is American history, it is world history, how people came to be where we are today, basically what houses we live in, what cars we drive, what, everything, how we produce electricity, what cultures are what, how different cultures have came to be. Like, it's the history of the human race. And not only that, there's also other pillars of the history of the planet, the history of what we think happened with the Big Bang Theory. There's all our different plants, and there's all our different animals and sea life, and how the oceans work, and how we've had ships on the oceans, and like there is all the history of human and the earth and just everything, all on every single one of these pillars. And now I really don't know what this is all about, why he did this, but to me what made sense was, we live in a world that's full of technology and everything is on the internet, and there's really no physical copies this day and age of a ton of stuff that's really important. And, if that ever disappeared, a lot of information about what we know would be lost, it'd be gone, nothing left. And this is kind of like a physical copy that is just, it's granite, it's going to last if there's an apocalyptic event or something like that. And this is just like, what? If something ever goes down and like humans are gone or humans restart or whatever, it's like, dang, here's the history of what we knew once at one point in time before our civilization was gone, or before whatever happened. Like, it's crazy. And I think it's really kind of cool, actually, because it's just like, boom, this is the world that we knew and what has happened. And yeah, I'll get into more of this as I'm walking through this, but it's honestly really freaking cool to me.
Dude, I think this place is like it's all out of granite. It's like if the world was to end, then like whatever came afterwards would find this and just have like human history. That's what it seems like to me. Like, this is like showing you all the plants and animals of the world, all the different ways we do stuff as humans, all the different types of land we have, like glaciers and forests and rainforests and deserts and plains. And there's just like the seasons, and there's it's like everything, the wars, the making of countries and everything, the history, religion, like it's everything. It's weird. It's kind of cool. Like, it's really cool to bring it out like that. I don't know. It's weird. Dude, there's seriously everything. Empty. 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 So it's looking like this is legit a place to fill in the rest of human history that hasn't even happened yet. Like, empty. These are all empty. Only a few of them are filled up. That's dude, this is cool. This is like really weird, but it's so cool. Like, it's an idea. Like, who would have done it? I don't know, but it's cool. that was certainly odd, but you know what? It's kind of cool. Certainly did not expect to be in a religious place at all this trip. And yet here I am. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? A perfectly good handrail to slide down. They wouldn't have put it there if they knew I wouldn't use it. The last place is a maze. Let's see if we can solve it. I assume I go in here and come out there. Oh boy. Oh. I feel like it just keeps going around. Whoop. Not cheap. Okay, well, I don't know what the maze is supposed to lead to, but I walked the whole thing and I didn't really find anything other than... So basically, you can't really see... Oh, the church is right there. The little pyramid's right there, and in between it is all the granite. And then here's like the museum area and the gift shop, and then there's a little house. That little area combined is technically the town of Felicia. Like, it is legit a town. And it's named after the dude who made all this, his wife, which is... She was actually in there, but you guys didn't get to see her. And he was some rich French dude who, I guess, was like a historian, and he started with writing a children's book, which is what started the center of the world thing, which is now legally the center of the world. And then he just kind of started adding on about the history, and he wanted to preserve history, so he made all of that. Kind of crazy, like the dude made a town, and then what the frick. Now I've got to find a campsite, and I need to find a campsite that I can actually have a fire at, because firewood. Free camping, baby. Oh boy. Come on now. Oh. Totally dragged the hitch on that one. Oops. Oh, the trees. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Woo! I'm worn out, man. I'm gonna sit here, right there inside the van, and just chill out for a while. Just relax. And then when it gets a little later, I'll get an old fire going, cook up some brats. Oh. Oh, come on now. Don't be like that. sunset. It didn't go out. Well, you guys, I'm not in Mexico right now. Clearly, I'm in the United States, but the Mexican border is just right down there. But my phone is saying I'm in Mexico. Like my service, it's saying I'm being charged for like being in Mexico, like international service, which is stupid because I'm still in the United States. Like I'm closer to Yuma than I am Mexico. How does that make any sense? But on the good side of things, I did get my airline tickets for Alaska, April 16th. The lodge I'm going up to, they actually bought the tickets for me. It's like something like $450, and they bought the ticket for going up there, and they're gonna buy it for coming back later on. But yeah, April 16th, I fly from Salt Lake City Airport to Seattle, and then I fly from Seattle to Anchorage, and then Anchorage out to Yakutat, the town the lodge is in. It's kind of wild, man. It's coming close. Today is March 25th, and I'm leaving on April 16th, so it's like 3 weeks away, and I will be legit in Alaska. That's crazy. It's got me a little nervous, I won't lie. Like, just life changes, man. Stuff's moving fast. Lately, my life has been changing very fast. I mean, think about it. In October of 2023, which is like not even 6 months ago, I quit my career to travel. Traveled in a van. Was in the Bahamas. My mom and dad took me to the Bahamas. And then it was in the new year. I did a bunch of stuff. Been a wild 6 months or so. Wild 6 months. Done a lot of stuff, man. I've made more memories in the past 6 months than like most of my entire life. Like crazy memories. I've made memories my whole life, but like things that are just out there and different. That's wild. That's a good thing. Don't get me wrong, that's a really good thing, but like, wow. That's crazy. It's gonna be a hard come down once this is all over. But I don't have to worry about that for like years, so. Not gonna lie, they're a little bit charcoaly. But that's better than raw. Whew. Those were tasty, fulfilling, but they tasted like charcoal quite a bit. Like, they was charcoaly. At one point, I didn't show it, but one of the dogs rolled in the fire pit, like right into the ashes. And it actually took me a minute to get it out, believe it or not. You know, like hot coals on my hands. So I got a glove and it like singed the crap out of my glove. It won't focus. It's being a bugger. Focus! Yeah, anyways, my glove is like singed pretty good. So that was a bummer, but we're good. Alright, you guys, I'm ready to go to bed. It has been a long day for me. I'm seriously worn out. Like, I'm worn out every single day lately, man. This lifestyle is a lot of fun, but I'll tell you what, it drains your energy real fast. 7 days a week, man, I'm doing stuff every day. It's a busy lifestyle. Busier than you'd expect. Seriously, I go hard every single day. Yeah, but overall today, you guys, for the whole idea of making a good day out of a bad situation, I'd say that worked 100%. If I would have camped on the sand dunes, seriously, I wouldn't have been able to have a fire. And I've been looking forward to having a fire this entire trip. So that was a big win, just having that fire, honestly. Although I am sad that I didn't get to stay at the sand dunes overnight, I've actually been looking forward to that for like 2 weeks. One of you guys, one of my subscribers, told me to check out the Imperial Sand Dunes, and when he left that comment, I instantly checked out Imperial Sand Dunes on Google Maps, and I was like, dude, I've got to go. I want to stay there overnight. So, and then until last night, yesterday, I was planning on staying there, and I learned last night that you actually need a $50 permit the day of to get onto the sand dunes. Even if you're just walking on them, it's like, technically what I was doing today when I went out there and explored them, I was supposed to have a permit. To me, that's ridiculous, dude. The government didn't provide anything for me. I mean, that's just silly. And the one place that I could have got a permit that was really close by was closed down. So it's like, really? Technically, I could have ordered one in the mail, but you're supposed to do that a week ahead, and then it ships to your address, but I'm in a van. I don't really have an address. It's back in Utah, dude. That's not gonna work out. So, I didn't really have an option, unfortunately. But you know what? It's the center of the world. That was really cool. I still got to visit the sand dunes. It was really cool. I got some great shots out there. I'm really satisfied with that. And then I got free firewood and I got to have a fire. So that was honestly, I'd say today was definitely a big win. So overall, for making a good day out of a bad situation, I'd say yes, 100%. That was a good day. I thoroughly enjoyed every part of today, honestly. Like, it was a good day. So with that being said, you guys, that is gonna wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed. I put a lot of work into this video, and honestly, I really enjoyed filming it. It was pretty cool checking out a lot of the stuff that I checked out in this video. And like I've said already, tomorrow I am walking across the border into Mexico. So that is gonna be next week's episode. It's gonna be me walking across the border into Mexico, and I don't really know what to expect, but I'm excited about it. This town is a pretty safe area, but still, it's going into Mexico on foot. It's gonna be crazy, honestly. I'm excited for it. So if you're interested in seeing me walk into Mexico and my explorations, make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to follow along, and I will see you all next week for a whole new episode, and it's gonna be cool, I promise. So thanks for watching. Good night. I'm ready for bed.